Kelly Fisher from England.
Yeah. Jeremy Jones. I'm Jeremy Jones with Pool Action TV. You heard Allison. We have Allison Fisher with us. Now, Allison, are you still in?
No, I just got knocked out.
Okay, my bad.
That's okay. I'll forgive you on that one.
Okay. Well, when I got knocked out, you were about to play, so I guess you'd probably be playing right now if you...
That's why we're sitting here, Jeremy.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
A shame.
I know.
Right, it looks like Guy Young won the leg and is about to take the first break.
Yeah, and they're racing to 9, and I watched her practice quite a bit, and it's pretty much exclusively on the break, and she was struggling a little bit. Now, obviously, probably not in the tournament so much, but on this table it seemed like it, but that didn't seem too bad.
Well, that's actually a really nice start, because not only did she make a ball, she's got a nice shot on the 1 ball.
Yeah, and she's just take a quick peek at that 5 ball. That 5 ball looks like it could be a little tricky.
Yeah. She's got a few options here how to play this, but that's the, well, yeah, that is the tricky one. I see that. Sorry, I was mistaking the 5 for the 3 there.
Now, do you put high right and come over here and dive down below the 10 for the 2 in the opposite left corner?
I like that, but it's really about what you like to play.
Well, she could pull it two rails, catching a 3rd rail as well.
Yeah, I don't think there's the wrong shot. It's just what you prefer.
Yeah.
She likes those little shots. I have noticed this tournament, her speed control has been very, very good. Having watched from a distance, I haven't played her in the tournament, but she looks like she's got good speed on these tables.
Yeah, really trusting the last 2 or 3 feet of roll.
Because you know these can be a bit tricky.
Oh, absolutely.
A bit touchy.
Very touchy. Yeah, I commented to some guys that I thought they were fast, and they were like, "Huh? I don't think they're fast." And for me, they are. It seemed like,
no, they are. But they, diamond tables kind of go in and out, don't they?
Yeah, and there's no humidity here here in Vegas, so you'll get a little more roll on the ball, I think.
I agree with you.
Now she's looking at that 5. The good thing about the 5 is the 6 is right there, so she can fall pretty full on the 5 in the corner if it doesn't go in the side.
I actually think it does creep into the side pocket, but I'm not quite sure the way she was looking at it.
And that's going to help a lot that the 6 is right there if it goes in the side, because you don't want to be shooting that 5 in the side from a lot of angles.
It was a nice shot. She's got a nice angle on the 4 here.
It's a little bit of a stretch. We're playing just cue ball fouls only, though, which she'll definitely try not to move anything. I have to agree with you. It looks like the 5, and just the way she's coming across the table, that the 5 goes pretty easily in the side.
Yeah, when Guy Young's on, she's a tremendous player.
Yeah, she has such a big upside. Once she gets comfortable.
Yeah.
I'd read some about her before, and she started off playing 3 cushion the first 2 or 3, 4 years of her playing pool, and I think that really helps as far as having an upside in the game, meaning you can see things that maybe other players don't quite see, natural hits coming off the ball and stuff like that, moving the cue ball into places from really tricky spots.
She's probably one of the few women where you see playing a lot of 3 and 4 rail shots, which is nice to watch, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of power, you know what I mean? So
yeah, she's very comfy.
Very natural player, yeah.
And her kicking is really good too, obviously from her 3 cushion background. She's got a very good all-round game.
Yeah, and she doesn't dog it much either, so.
She does wear her heart on her sleeve. She's fun to watch.
Nice shot there. May have fallen a little funny here to where she may have to force this a little bit or draw to the short side of the 10. Not quite enough angle to draw down and up, maybe. What do you think, Allison? Doesn't look dead natural to me.
I think she's going around the angles, but she might be playing it with inside. You never know on these tables.
She come straight across, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think she can get to the top side of the 10 is what I'm thinking, though.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Okay, nice great shot.
She played it the natural way, actually. It was really nice.
Yeah, she had to put a nice stroke on it, though, because it was a pretty full hit on the 7 still, so pretty comfortable opening rack. It had some work.
Well, the nice thing about this, I guess from Kelly's perspective, is that she's got the break now. It's alternating break.
And we saw a replay of that nice shot she made look very easy in the opening rack here to take a 1-0 lead. This is the hot seat match, the final two winners of the women's pro event here at the Asian Culture Day, the Orleans. Now Kelly, for some reason, I've watched her play just a couple of times. I haven't got to see her play a lot.
No, she's a great player, great shot maker. That's, the thing with her game. She's not always perfectly positioned or the right side of the ball,
Right.
but she pots her way out of trouble.
Sure.
And she's very confident in herself. So these two have had a lot of great scraps over the years.
Well, I'm sure you played them both a ton.
Yeah, I have indeed. Some great matches.
Yeah, well, I always said that execution will overcome a little bit of decision-making, poor decision-making, usually anyways, especially at this level.
That's true.
I've seen guys here in the last, because the game's changed a little bit, but I've seen guys here in the last 5-6 years that won big tournaments really without playing that great a position, and that used to be like, you never did that hardly, unless Earl sometimes, but a lot of people never gave Earl credit how well he played position, believe it or not. He just didn't have to look at the table as long as other people. So,
Well, that's what I like. There's certain players that you play against that just play everything the right way, like Chen Ximin, like the girl I just played. Great player, multi-world champion now, and she just always plays the right shots, gets the right side of the ball. Gai Young's very much like that. And sometimes you just got to play from where you land, but Kelly's a little different like that. It's not always perfect position, but what a great shot maker.
yeah, she's having a trouble with the rack, so she's going to get another one.
Now, Lisa, what do you think about the magic rack? What's your opinion? Let's talk about that.
Oh, boy. All right.
Is it magic?
Well, it's not magic. The same thing's been done a bunch of different ways. You might say that. I don't know what it's done to the game, though, kind of. Because it seems like to me, the way pressure is and stuff, to win the big tournaments, you still have to know how to play. And as far as like the U.S. players, I think with this type of rack, it's made the game to where they still know how to play, but they're not quite as good over the entire game as they should be, maybe. The younger players is what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the balls don't tie up very much. The layouts get very open. Mm-hmm. There's not as much creativity in the game because there's so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the randomness of the game a little bit more.
With a regular rack. I suppose the only thing is it's trying to create equality, isn't it, with the players?
Yeah.
It's in all world events now we're using that magic rack, and they have referees usually. So, it still can be a little off, but you can manipulate regular racks.
Yeah, I agree with that too. So, it's a tough subject.
Yeah, I know. It's touchy, isn't it?
Well, I do like the 9 on the spot with the 3-point rule.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great way to play.
I like that, and I think they just changed that.
Yeah, they changed it back to the
which
regular.
I think is silly.
Yeah. I thought you'd see a lot more pool.
Yeah.
And the main thing is great shots.
Yeah.
People want to see the great players make great shots, doesn't matter what sport it is.
Yeah.
Great plays, basically.
Yeah.
And you just don't see as much of it, just like the call shot. I don't like call shot rules myself. I think playing safe in this game is a little too easy at this level. Mm-hmm. So for you to just dink a ball or hit a ball and stop your ball behind another one and send the other one down table, for someone to have to kick 3 rails and call it, and you don't hear the oohs and ahs in the game as much. You really don't. Because it puts, what it does is it puts more value in the safety, because now a player has to call it, Allison. Mm-hmm. So instead of like maybe a great player taking on a really great shot, maybe instead of that, they'll elect to play safe a little quicker. And again, it goes back to, I want to see great players make great shots.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's true. It's a good point. Well, Kelly just broke the balls there and scratched in the side pocket, so she's left a nice open table for Gai Young.
Yeah, really just getting to the 3, it looks like.
Yep.
A little bit going up and down from the 6 to the 7 to the 8, but
Let's see what she's got up her sleeve.
Can she reach that? She needs to draw down table. I don't think
Yeah,
the
you
3
have to-
passes the 9, so.
Tricky. A little bit of a reach, I think, isn't it?
She definitely wanted to go a few more inches.
Yeah, make it a little bit easier just to draw down.
She's got a great stroke, though, but she
Yeah.
is stretched. Well, she stays off the rail, though. She should be able to manage, and she did that, even with a little angle.
She's a little bit wrong side of the 3, isn't she?
But really, anywhere she can replace the cue ball back towards the center, like straight up and down, just draw straight towards the magic rack and straight back towards the 4. Kind of where the 3's at now would be nice.
Oh, that's a nice shot. They're not always easy to control, those.
No, especially when you don't have much angle. Like she had too much to really hold it, but not a natural angle to just draw down easily.
It's all those little in-between shots you got to get good at. They're the ones that come up a lot where you're just off angle.
Yeah, 1 inch. That's all that matters. All it takes. Okay, now she's gotten a little different than I would have probably liked to have come out a little bit. And being a little bit behind the 5 and come out and just have a natural angle to come down 2 rails from the 6 to the 7.
Yeah, is she going to pop this in and try and get off the rail a little bit here?
Yeah, and get real full on it, it looks like, from here, and then choose to draw back to the cut on the 7.
Can't quite see whether she's straight or off angle. She could follow it 2 rails with running English, or the way she's looking at it, she looks straight in.
Yeah, I like her just coming back and taking the cut.
Yeah, she's going to take the long shot.
Yeah, she can throw it in with a little outside, come 2 rails, or
No, she is. She's taking that big stroke.
Yeah, she is. Now, if she comes down and overhits this a little bit, this is where it could get in trouble if you get real flat and on the rail on the 7. So
yeah, she's overdone it. Look.
yeah, that's why
exactly what you said.
Yeah, that's why I really like coming back as good as she is. I love her coming back just 4, 5, 6, 7 inches and cutting the 7. Like, all the great players, yourself, you get yourself a good look at it, you're probably going to make it. I don't even think she can create here, like try to bank this cross corner. I think it may be sitting even on a kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, she's going to be really disappointed with that.
And if she can't get the cue ball out, at least to where she can stay off the rail, maybe try to long rail the 8 in. She has a little room for error with the 9 being there. She's in a tough spot here. And would you ever consider just hitting the top of the 7, trying to put the 7 underneath the 10 and coach the cue ball behind the 10?
Oh, that's touchy.
It is touchy, but I mean,
That is so touchy.
would you rather do something like that or shoot long distance on the 8?
I'd rather have the long distance, I think, just because it's
for
so...
what, the cut or the bank?
For the cut, I think.
Really?
But
Ooh.
you know what? There's that shot where you can go rail first, where it's...
All right, that was the shot I was talking about. If
I know.
she just lets it go a little bit, she's good.
Yeah, but you see, that's... I like the choice, but I wouldn't have fancied playing it. I don't know.
Well, she may have cut Kelly
She might have
off
got away
there.
with it. She might have got away with it, I'm not sure.
And she almost did real well. Another inch.
It was
She's,
definitely a good choice. I like the shot.
well, it's just she's so close to the 7. I think she's going to be more accurate shooting the 7 like that than shooting the 8 from distance trying to do something. So,
True. It's choices, isn't it? Under pressure. But, if you go rail first on the 8-2, that's a sort of a built-in safe, too.
true. Yeah, it's got to hang on you. And these pockets aren't really hanging too much. They're kind of playing a little bit easy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kelly knows she's got to move this 7 over quite a bit. Because I don't believe she can make it, right, Allison?
Well, the way she's shooting it, she's trying to make it, I think, but I don't like that.
She's
to
trying
be
to
honest.
shove it in?
I think so, but I like super thin hit, really.
With outside and
Yeah,
throw it. Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, she feels she can make it. Well, she can, too.
She made that look so easy.
Great shot. Perfect speed.
That was a great. She sort of forced it in, didn't she?
Yeah.
Nice shot. Very nice shot.
Well, I blew the call on that one.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
They always have good matches, these two players. I've seen them play a lot over the years.
Now, I read a little bit about Kelly, too, as far as, did you get to play professional snooker with her?
I think maybe we only played one match because we're actually 10 years difference
Right.
in age. So I kind of came over. I knew her as about a 13-year-old. I'd have been 23 and I came to America when I was 27 years old. So we didn't really cross paths too much.
Right.
I knew her when she had big hair.
We're racing to 9 here on the hot seat match. So what is there? Is there about to be 4 ladies left after that match over there? Is that right?
That's it. Yeah, and Chen Si-ming actually. So Chen Si-ming will play the winner of that match over there, and then the winner of that will play the loser of this match to get back into the final. So
Watch out for the cue ball. It's going to work out, though.
cool, that did, didn't it? It's a nice start again. She's got a break on right now.
Yeah, nice angle on the 1 to do. I have a couple of choices. So probably just come 1 rail right back towards the 2, trying to gain a little angle to slide over for the 3.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
I don't like messing with the side pocket at all here, trying to get it. It doesn't really get you anywhere with the 5 being there, especially. Like if you fall behind the 2 a little bit, you got to go towards the 5. So
Yeah.
now, when are you trying to win your next tournament?
We've got a WPBA event coming up in Louisiana in June. There's a few more events scheduled before the end of the year too. So I kind of. Oh, she did play for the side pocket.
And without getting dead straight in, she's going to have to really do something with the cue ball now, because it's the 4 does not pass the 10, so it's kind of important to get the right angle on the 3. I was really kind of shocked, and again, I kind of go back to as great as she is, if she just gets the run started for the 2 in the corner, I think she's going to figure things out easily, but now she's falling a little bit out of line. She's going to probably have to draw her cue ball. She may be able to go by the 5, huh? It's dangerous, though.
She's an aggressive player, though. I mean, she's all in. You know, she picks something, she gets very committed to it. There's no dithering with her.
Oh, well, all you great players are aggressive. That's what makes you great.
Well,
That's a big part of it.
It's true. I mean, she can do anything. I mean, with the ball, she's such a talented player and makes good decisions. Does she look like she's coming around the other side of the
I think
3?
she's drawn.
Yeah. See,
I like that.
It's kind of what I was saying about the decision making. That was the simplest way to play it in a way.
Right. Take what the table gives you.
Yeah.
It's good. When you're so talented, you keep it simple. You're going to get there a lot.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter being the wrong, what people might say is the wrong side of the ball,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the wrong corner. You just play what's there. Doesn't always work out perfectly.
No, it's
Oopsie
just-
daisy, look
yeah.
at that.
And she's falling a little funny to where the natural angle, I think, is a little bit going towards the 10. So I don't know if she can just roll this in and have a shot on the 5. She's going to have to put some steam on it and come to this rail a little bit anyways.
I think so.
Big shot early in this match, I think. Oh, well, great
No.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Still left tough though.
Very tough. Okay, she's going forward, so she's trying to cheat the angle a little bit. She doesn't have to hit it super hard, though, I don't think. Yeah, just kind of like that.
That was a really nice shot, wasn't it? She had a little bit of running English on that, just to let it fly around the angles.
And really taking advantage of the fast tables, I think. And that's, you know.
You just focus on making that ball. The spin's just going to do the work for you there. That's nice.
Yeah, but that's being pretty focused all the time because it's easy to slip out here on these tables, I think. The speed.
Definitely. Nice.
Okay, so yeah, so that's 2 break and runs for her opening breaks. Got to be happy with that.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you want, isn't it? Winning your opportunities.
Now, the lady shooting on the far table.
Yeah, that's Wei Chen from Taiwan.
Yeah, I knew she was from Taiwan, okay.
And then...
I saw her at the U.S. Open a couple years ago. She was gambling with a lot of the fellas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she played good. Yeah, I was impressed.
I remember, yeah, she did go to that. And then there's So Yu. She's from Taiwan too. So Yu has won the Amway Cup before. And Wei Chen, I think, was in the semi-finals of this year's Amway Cup. So both very good players.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other girl's real young, right? The one shooting now?
Yeah, I'm feeling early 20s, maybe 24 at the most. Very nice. She's a really nice person, actually. We've all been going to Taiwan for many years now, and we've got to know them all very well. So Yu, the one coming to the table now, is actually, I think she's won the Amway 2 or 3 times, which is a big event.
Right.
Huge event.
Was that in Taipei, I'm sure?
Yes, it is.
I've only ever been to Taipei and Taichung. That's the only 2 cities. One on the north and one on the south.
Yeah, I played World Games in Kaohsiung
Oh,
in
yeah.
2009.
Actually, I went to Kaohsiung also.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice city.
Yeah.
Right, Kelly to break. Guy Young leading 2-1. Race to 9. These are big matches because when it comes to the actual final, you have to beat the person who's in the final from the hot seat twice.
Yeah, you just
so
read my mind.
True double elimination, so it's huge. 2 races to 9.
Right. Yeah, and then getting to the hot seat is huge also because you only have to win 1 out of 2 matches to get to the final. So both these players in the prime position that they were thinking to start the tournament.
Yeah.
We'll try and get you a score on Efren Reyes.
She went a little bit long with the 2 ball there, so she's got to cut past the 7 ball, but it's tricky.
Tricky isn't the word. I'm looking right down the barrel, Alison, and it's like half a pocket at most. Wow, she hit it perfect.
Do you know the thing with Kelly? She's so good at those shots. Like, you rarely see her miss a rail shot going down the rail. She never missed one against me, that's for sure. So accurate.
Yeah, well, that was clean right there. I'm not so sure I would have even shot at it.
Yeah.
Must be a nice out here after burying that 3 if she can get through this with the 6-9.
6, yeah, combination. Not her favourites, but we'll see what happens.
Well, she's coming for short side, and I don't blame her.
Yeah. What, that was a nice shot.
Great shot.
Really nice shot. She's playing really confidently. when you make those shots that you slip by a ball, that just really ups your confidence. You know you're bang on, really accurate.
Yeah, because I've always said that those type of shots are just pure trust. You really can't dial in, I don't think, to a half a pocket like that. You look at it and give your brain some information, but then it's just all trust. So when you bury one of those, you kind of just do that on every shot, and then the pocket's like this big. It's huge. So especially for obviously, well, that needs to go a little bit. It's going to get there. Probably one of the straightest shooters in the building. It looks like.
Yeah, nice shot. Level the match at 2-2. Guy Young to break.
And we'll get a look at that shot from last rack coming across the table. Perfect speed.
That was a great shot.
And that wasn't easy. She muscled it a little bit. Had to put a little something on it.
Yeah.
A lot of players would have just laid up for the combination there, but she feels pretty dialed in.
Well, like I said, she doesn't like combinations, aren't her favourite. So it's sort of do anything to avoid them.
Yeah, right.
Unless they're hangers.
They can build confidence too, though. You bury a couple of those. And we got a score from the Efren Reyes Vilmas Foldis match. Efren trailing 4-2. And that's how she wants to hit him. I know that.
That was a nice break, wasn't it?
Real square hit.
Yeah.
And this is going to open up nice. Just one shot on the one. She's got to shove the cue ball over a little bit to get to the two, but not much.
This is the one thing that I think Guy Young does have over Kelly is the breaks. Obviously, we've seen that so far, but she's definitely got a stronger break than Kelly. Kelly loses the cue ball a little bit more, so we'll see what happens. If could be a deciding factor.
She's trying to get to see if she can just roll this, but I think she's got to put a little center ball and just force it over a little bit. Yeah,
punch the ball over to the side rail.
She could maybe roll it and get past the side and like closer to the two, but I don't think that's necessary.
That's a more controlled shot, because sometimes you don't want to be too perfect.
Right, right.
Leaving it to be a few inches away. That was actually, I think, a more controlled shot to hit, because you're hitting that medium speed rather than that rolly speed. Yeah,
when you got a great stroke, you stay around medium a lot, and then you just add a little bit here and take a little bit off there, and it's you stay in stroke that way. You shoot a lot of the same shots, and under pressure, that's huge.
Yeah.
A little heavy, but with the 6 being there, this shouldn't be a problem, meaning the 5 just get a decent shot on the 5.
Do you think she can play it with a bit of inside here?
Yeah, and she'll just kill it and maybe just get above the head string, I think. Yeah. Maybe a hair.
Yeah, just have a little bit of
angle. She's going around them. She's going around them, it looks like to me. Oh, yeah, great shot.
Oh, she hit that really well. She got a hold of it.
Still going to be okay.
That was nice. I might have played that with inside. It depends how confident you're feeling at the time too.
Yeah, and that's the type on this table that can get away from you, because you got to dig on the cue ball a little bit, but you can't overdo it and let the cue ball run up past the 5 or on top of the 5.
Yeah. I think she adapts to speed so well, Guy Young. That's what I like about her game. Slow table, fast table. She's quick at adapting. Intelligent player.
Well, she got a heck of a stroke, so that helps.
She's got the big stroke and the little stroke.
Right.
You know. Nice shot. Nice little carom there.
Very efficient. So now, I think we're not playing good pool. The first 5 games, we've had 4 breaking runs. So. I mean,
not bad, is it?
Not bad, yeah.
Not bad standard.
You know what? In 2008, I won the BCA Pro, and the last one they had.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that tournament in Charlotte? Now, didn't Guy Young win that, or was it?
Know.
It was Guy Young and Pan.
No, Pan Xiaoting won it. Pan
Okay.
Xiaoting won that.
But both of them would have given me the 6 in the finals. It was brutal. Yeah, Ronnie Wiseman, he made his only pro final in that tournament.
Really?
Yeah, and he played so many that I can recall, and he played so many pro tournaments through the years. And we both played great through the tournament, beat a great cast of players, to get to the finals, the invitational. And then the 2 girls played in front of us, and they just played like burning hell, and then we played like Bugs Bunny. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Well, it's nice of you to mention that, bring that up.
Yeah, well,
nice.
it was unbelievable how great both of them played in the final. I mean, there's just.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of good female players now.
Oh, absolutely. But it was one of the first times I saw Guy Young playing, and I'd seen her play, but in such a big situation, and she got beat and played great.
She's just matured so much over the years too, as become one of the greatest players. Because I remember she'd been in a few US Open finals and made some weird miscues at funny times and to lose it, and then she's just grown in strength from those defeats. She was like a little young colt years ago, and then she's now become like a thoroughbred, great player.
So
once she started winning, she got on a big roll then. Good champion.
Nice shot there, and really kind of perfect to really either come back to the center or she can go into the 10 just mildly here, which may be the shot. She can come to the center though and cut the 3 pretty easy though, huh?
I think so. I think it looks to me like a little bit of inside, or
not going to be a problem getting to the 4 though with the 7 being there. Probably not. So probably just come to the center of the table.
Yeah. Although, like you're saying, it's a bit touchy, isn't it? These shots. It looks like it's a little bit of inside. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she got the most out of it. Now she can definitely get on the 4, just going straight up in between the 10 and 8.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that took off. Do you feel like that took off that rail?
I think she's going to get maybe not.
It seemed to have a big bounce off of her to me.
It went, that's for sure. And I don't think she can play to make this. Maybe she can, but I don't think so. I think she's in trouble here.
Can she? I'm not sure if she can get behind those balls or not.
She may be able to draw off of it and just kind of go over to the side of it, move the 4 down a little, or is she trying to put it inside here?
Doing it the other way. A little bit of inside and try and get behind that 5 and 6.
Very touchy, because now she has to make sure the cue gets out of the way, everything. She can't really follow through with the stroke, so.
Yeah.
Oh, she cut it in.
Blimey, I wasn't even looking at that.
I thought she was right on top of it.
I did too. It looked like she was too close, obviously not. Now what?
I don't know. This is very touchy.
What's she doing there? Oh, what's she looking at there?
There's not a whole lot I like here, I know that.
Oh.
She's got to go off the right side of the 5, I think. I don't see any way off the left side to get anywhere. So, and run the cue ball, maybe play the 5 off the 6 somewhere and run the cue ball behind the 10 or the 8.
Yeah.
Moving the 5 maybe to the middle a little bit, or,
Yeah.
or you know, try and bury the cue ball is all.
It's about all you can focus on this shot, isn't it, really?
She called the 5 off the 6. She's trying to move the 5 down table, I think, basically. I don't know if she can make this.
No,
Yeah,
that wasn't.
I didn't
that
think it was
wasn't on.
makeable.
That wasn't on. It didn't look
Yeah.
on, did it? She had to. It was too much.
She definitely couldn't make it with draw. She had to hit it with follow, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised at that shot because she knows. Like, she's
Yeah,
so
she
good at those
Yeah,
shots.
she knows
what's doable.
I think maybe she thought the 5 would move into a better position for safe, maybe. But I thought she might do that and shove the cue ball up to that end rail somewhere, maybe behind the 7. So, but big opening for Kelly after a dry break.
That was massive. Yeah, I'm sure Kelly's not complaining about that.
No.
I think you were right though. Just play the cue ball, try and get it behind the 8 or the 10.
Yeah, try and move the 5 away from the pocket off the 6 somewhere and just try and bury the cue ball.
Yeah, just focus on that. Because she had kind of a nice 2 or 3 rail,
Right.
didn't she?
And she was close to it, so it's easy to make a real accurate hit running the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the pressure's on you, again, she's so good. If she just focused right there on that, I think she would have probably done it.
Exactly.
But nevertheless, we're going to be tied up at 3 games apiece here after these 2 balls.
Yeah. With Kelly to break, is it?
No,
No, it's Guy Young.
Yeah, Kelly
Okay.
dry broke right there.
All right.
So that was really huge. If she gets out there and
gets a break.
yeah, up 4-2.
Kelly's got to be happy with that.
But really, overall, some pretty incredible pool we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's good to watch. Been good to watch. They're having a close match on that other table over there, aren't they? Wazy Chen and
Yeah, it's
So JU.
7-6. And then when James Haranas is playing Max Eberly on the loser side, it's 2 games apiece. Okay, she's put the 1 in a nice spot. Now
Oh,
what's the
look,
6
8
going to
ball.
do? It's going to get her. Just enough, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's close. But I think it got her.
Can she hook her behind the 6? Like just a little stun shot?
It's close.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if she's driving that 1 into the point and it's going to catch the other point coming out. But it's close, real close.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she can bank the 1, like, and beat the kiss to swing the cue ball up behind the 2-9. That would be nice, but I think that's a kiss.
That's a tough one, yeah.
I think she may be able to shoot your shot, though. Try and just force the 1 around off those, close to those points, 2 rails, and try and squeeze the cue ball behind the 6. Okay. Wow. Okay, great shot. Now she knows she swung over a little bit more where she could play it in the side maybe, but she's got an easy safety.
Yeah.
You want to get the 2 just a little past the side. It doesn't have to be much, but you definitely want to get it past it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she buried
she's
it.
taken out that side rail, you see. That's why that's nice.
Yeah.
It's not just about playing safe, it's about taking opportunities away from the opponent.
Yeah, getting the full amount of the
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a 2-rail kick here. Now this should just be about medium, because any full hit right here coming at that angle, you got a good chance to knock the 2 around in a good place. So don't let it go off in your hand. A lot of people lose accuracy just trying to add that speed for luck. Expect her to hit this, right?
Let's see.
I think so.
I like two rail kicks. Yeah, I like two rail kicks. It makes the ball a bit bigger, and you get a lot of opportunities for good things to happen. But Kelly's, she's not the best kicker in the world. She'll admit that too, I'm sure.
Well, it's an important part of the game.
I know.
If you just save 2 more out of 10 than your opponent kicking out of the games, it shows up, and especially when you're getting to play a lot of events. So here and there, just it's not that big a deal. But if you're getting to play 30 events a year or something like that, 25, 30 events a year, really shows up.
We wish we had 20 or 30 events a year.
Well,
That's the problem with women's pool right now. There's so few events that you're not competing a lot.
right. And it's really, we had talked about the magic rack, and we could talk about different things, and really that's the solution to all those questions is, hey, play call shot. Well, you don't have to play call shot, because guess what? If the guy gets lucky on you this week, you get to play again next week, if that was in a perfect world,
Yeah.
So all the rules that they change in different kinds of formats really don't make that big of a difference. You just need more good
You need
events.
to play.
Yeah,
You need to
exactly.
play.
So is she going to have to cut this 3 and run into the 4?
Did you see what she did there? She broke those balls out. which
From
was
a funny angle,
Yeah,
too.
it was a nice choice of shot. It was bold.
Well, I think she thought the way the 3 were sitting that they were going to split apart, meaning she wasn't going to get snookered. So, and here I think she's going to try and have to run into the 4. I don't think she can float it in enough and hold. Oh, okay. She beat the 4. Great shot.
Wow.
Great
That
shot.
was a tremendous shot there. Like Guyong, she doesn't leave anything to chance. She's really thorough about where she wants to put the ball.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Like, don't overanalyze, but just be confident in what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And also, it does a lot of things mentally, I think.
It's good mental discipline, isn't
Yeah.
it? To, just visualize what you want to happen and execute it.
Yeah, and feeding that brain a little bit of information. And oh, that's underhit a bit there now.
Yeah, she's not going to be too happy about it. She's got to work a little bit harder now.
Yeah, and she's going to be queuing a little bit over the 10. So you'll see her have to come back across the table. But you know what it does also? It almost, for me in any ways, it kind of reminds me how easy a lot of the shots are when I go look. Even looking at, how you get behind the object ball and you look to the hole. And even that, pressure situations, it reminds me how easy a cut shot is. And, it's just really not a tough shot. So it's just a constant reminder of how simple things are if you don't get too shaky, which is an issue sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone shakes.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not one person in the world that I haven't seen shake. And
Okay.
it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it either.
Yeah, great stroke there.
That was nice. No panic, just...
It wasn't ever overhit at all. Okay, and
Nice out.
Guy Young Kim takes a 4-3 lead after a nice masse kind of curve shot on the 1, where she had to throw the 1 in, and then a perfect safety on the 2.
I think this match is going to go all the way.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No.
Really, I don't think Kelly's made a mistake besides a dry break and that miss on the kick shot, I believe.
Right.
Guy Young Kim, she got herself bad on a 5 ball. and then kind of straight in on that 7 ball the second game. She's played pretty perfect as well. That's the break you were talking about. That little really okay. She got one down on the side. But
it's just the cue ball's not, not always in the ideal position.
Yeah, from that it looked like to me also a break that might get at times that she can't repeat. Yeah. Meaning she gets a lot of different types of hits.
Exactly.
So.
That'd be the one thing that works against her.
Right. Yeah, with this magic rack too, or the template, no matter which one you're playing with, like there, she really missed the one. That's almost the only way you won't really threaten making balls, meaning 1, 2, 3 balls, is a big mishit. Like if you hit them pretty square, you're going to send balls towards the hole a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice play there. She's going to have to kick 2 rails and try and cut the one towards the 4 and let the cue ball come drift towards the 10-8. Yeah. It's a pretty easy shot overall, really.
Well, it's easy to hit the ball. It's the control part, but that's a nice choice, pushing the one into the 4.
Oh, she's going to kick hard, I guess. What's that? That's okay, too. I mean, if she can get some separation here, you'll see there's a few little kind of mini walls of balls there with the 5, 7, 9, and the 10-8.
Going for a direct hit, I think, off the 1 rail. Yeah.
She hit it almost perfect.
That was a nice shot. Nice choice there. Six ball. She's playing the 1 onto the 6 here.
Pretty wide open. She's just got to pay attention on this shot here. Coming across with the cue ball and that the 1 doesn't get away from her. Okay, nice shot. Uh-oh.
That was very dangerous, wasn't it? Anywhere but there.
And she got there, but just barely.
Oh, did she? She got very fortunate.
Just a subtle curve, if any.
Because she didn't really even have to come behind the back there, did she? I don't think.
No. Was she trying to go in between the 7 and the 9?
No, I think she was coming around the back, but I think it was just a bad hit.
Well, it's more curved than I thought. Now this got away from her.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much.
You're just going to be disappointed with that, because if you're going to draw that ball, draw it off the other rail too, get into it.
Go out to the center of the table.
Right.
Wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just
play
through trouble or stay away from trouble.
Right.
Like, go past it or
yeah.
Now this bank here, she can pinch it, but really to draw it and pinch it is asking a lot.
Yeah.
So I think she's better off to play safe here. Okay, I don't know if that's going to do.
No, I'm not sure about that shot. That was a little careless, wasn't it? I think.
Well, I think she thought at 100% the 4 would get past the 7 and get to the end rail is what she was thinking. But it kind of bit on her, it kind of had that reverse English coming off that second rail, and it kind of checked. So I think Guy Young is playing the 4 ball. Wow, what a stroke now.
Well, this is what I was talking about her game that I like, which is to go in multi-rails.
Yeah, and that's kind of think about like from the billiards, playing the 3 cushions. Like she really can power the ball when she needs to power it. She trusts the hit on the ball.
Yeah.
But that was all stroke right there. That's got to go a lot.
Oh, she's underhit that, hasn't she? Just let up on the stroke there.
Actually, it's not sitting too bad to be as under hit. It's kind of, the 10's kind of a nice thing right there. She can just draw off of it pretty easily. Now the shot's a lot tougher, of course. She's not going to roll this in, is she?
I'm not sure. Like you said, just she might do actually, just to nudge into the 10.
I thought she would just cue it like a center, maybe a hair of left, and center low. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
draw off the 10, but.
Oh, she's going through these balls. Look at the way she's cueing it.
She's putting some speed on it again, I think. And that's what I say about rolling it. I was really wondering about rolling the ball there.
Got to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, pretty.
That was a nice opportunity, wasn't it? She sort of held up on the 5 ball a little bit. Came slightly wrong on the 7. She could have let the stroke out a bit more.
Yeah, it was 2 shots in a row that she didn't cue the ball how she wanted. The tempo of the swing was way off. So.
Right, and then the spin looked like natural, but it sort of died, didn't it? She didn't hit it hard enough.
Okay, so after a really nice opening 6 racks, we've had a few mistakes here in the last 2 games.
Yeah. That always happens, doesn't it? Kind of mid-match, you always get a couple of lulls.
Yeah, that's why you don't see many of those thousands, shooting thousands. Pretty hard to do.
Yeah, it is the mental alertness, I think, of players.
I did that today. I played almost a perfect match against Tommy Tolkoff. I got up 8-1 and then fumbled 3 games in a row.
Did you?
Yeah. Take a timeout and go regroup. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
I believe Bill Miss Foldis is beating Efren.
How many matches have they both played today? They've played a few matches, haven't they?
Well, Efren started on the winners, but this will be, and so did Vilmus, actually. So they've each played, this will be the 3rd, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, I believe 3rd. Maybe 4th. Because I started on the losers today. This would have been my 4th, so I'm guessing they're 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Now that 4 and 10 has gotten a little jumbled up again. She's got the 1 in the side or the corner.
She's hitting those balls nice and square, though. She just came back a bit too far on the cue ball there.
A 4-10 carom may be in the future, that's for sure. With the 3 being right there. If the 4 doesn't go, the 3's a nice ball to have right there to come across and maybe break them out if needed. Or come across into the 6, because the 4 may pass the 10 in the lower left.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't appear so.
Nice shot.
Does she have a shot, though?
I think it goes by the 9. I'm not sure, though. It's hard to see from here, isn't it?
It's pretty touchy. It doesn't have a full pocket, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Cross side bank's not too tough. You can draw back to the in rail, side rail, and then back. Okay. Shooting at a half a pocket. Now she's moved the 9 into a real tough spot there. When the 2 came back off the point, it caught the 9. I would look at what's the possibilities of 4-10 carom shot if I could get position on it. I don't know if the 4 passes anywhere.
No, might be right there.
Ooh,
Unless she.
Looks like it probably does this right hand pocket.
Oh yeah. Or you could baby the 2 and use a 3 to break it out.
Right.
If not.
Yeah, nice angle from just coming across. Little touchy with the 6 being there, but meaning you could get hooked that way. If the
Yeah.
6 wasn't there, it's pretty tough to get hooked going into the 4 off the 3, but I would just hold the ball here. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice shot.
Now we're going to find out whether it does go or whether she's going to have to go into them.
And this is touchy because of that 6 ball. You would like to think in a perfect world I could just go into the 10 right here, but if you go into the 4, there's a number of ways to get snookered. Now, I think she's just holding the ball. Yeah, nice shot there.
So it does go.
Yeah, and for her first chance to get a lead here, I don't think she has an entire pocket, but you'll notice the 9 is still difficult as well. So.
Little over here, look. She's got to punch it across again, I think, isn't she? Just the same sort of shot.
And speed's got to be nice here to get back across for the 9. See,
Whoa.
when the nerves are going a little bit. Now this is difficult. Very, very difficult. Is it easy to get to the short side?
Let's see. Is she going all the way around the back?
I think so.
Drawing it. Yeah.
Great shot.
That was a tremendous shot. What a perfect shot. Snaps for that.
And she's going to have to shoot the 10 off the rail, it looks like. So she needs to pick out what feels best and what part of the rail do I want to shoot the 10 from.
Exactly.
Ooh. Ooh.
Talk about forcing the ball into the pocket.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Bold shot, wasn't
Yell's
it?
next tournament in Louisiana, that wouldn't have gone.
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
humidity.
There you go. Can't do that.
Mm-mm. Not saying she hit it poorly, but we'll get a look at that shot, I think, from the 7 to the 9 here.
That was a great shot. She gave out everything she had there, I think. Perfect.
And now with her first lead.
Do you know I was 6-3 up on her earlier and she came back and beat me?
I didn't know that. Mm-mm.
We're still friends.
Now, she is from South Elmsall?
Yeah, it's from Yorkshire,
Right.
north of England.
Right. How far is that from where?
Quite a way.
Yeah.
I'm down south. I'm near Brighton, Peacehaven, Sussex. And Kelly's a Yorkshire lady, same as Darren Appleton.
Right.
She's now living in Scotland, in Dumfries. This has been
Well,
such
she
a...
was in the U.S. for a while, right?
She was
Yeah.
for many years. But
Yeah,
this is
Charlotte or...
Charlotte, yeah. This is what a great field this is. We've got players from all around the world. High quality field.
Well, she hit those better.
That's what she's looking for. Did she make a ball?
No. She definitely hit them better, though. A little bit on the far side of where she was aimed, but the tempo and the pop on the swing was a lot better. So, Efren he's shooting right now. Efren is, but he's trailing 6 games to 4.
Ooh, she overcut that. Landed a little bit fortunate there.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy shot, but one I think she's supposed to make, and she's had a few misses now in the last probably 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah, it's hard it's hard to come back when you make unforced errors. You know, when you just did some silly things, got the wrong side of a ball,
Kelly really hasn't had many mistakes now. She's missed a kick shot, and she as soon as I opened my big mouth.
You and your trap.
Yeah, there it goes again.
You call it a pie hole over here. We call it a cake hole.
Cake hole, there you go. All right, she's going to have to play a delicate shot from the 2 to the 3, just come on one rail right in between that 8 and 3. I know it's not something you normally want to do because you need to hold a little bit of an angle to get to the 4. Not much, but a little bit. But sometimes you're kind of forced, and if she does anything else trying to get better or make things easier on her, I think it might cost her. Do you see any other route? Just kind of get in the center of the table a little bit, a little angle? And
that's the sort of the simple way to do it. I mean, it's not an easy rack, that's for sure.
She's debating trying to duck behind the 6 ball the first shot.
I don't know, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it, out there?
Well, with the way the balls are clustered down here, I mean, she could put the 1 in a real tough spot to kick at, being around those balls and plant her behind the 6. So, I mean, it actually is a thought. I like her chances of running out, though, if she just keeps it simple. Okay, she needed a little more than that, but that's okay. Is she going to run into it? Oh, she's going like 5 rails.
Oh, we've got to love that
Great
shot. What a beauty that was. That's what I love about her game.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier about as far as letting natural things happen. She's not afraid to do it. I like it.
That was a great shot.
She outwitted both of us.
Yeah. Nice creative player.
And really the best way to really guarantee an angle on the 3. That was actually the best way to,
perfect.
You had to get bad luck to get straight in, and you're never scratching in the side like come on one rail like I was talking about.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right. It was a really nice choice.
She needs to pay attention here, though. She's falling a little flat on this 4, meaning if she wants to, she has to get the angle on the 5, so it's not easy to go around the...
yeah, you don't want to swing around the back. She can end up straight in, can't you?
Right, and then she has to pay attention if she wants to just come one rail up on the left side of the 9 like she's looking at now. So... And still a lot of work because she could get a little thin on the 5, so to come across on the 6 could be touchy. So,
no, she's
okay.
Okay.
Now, the 7-10 was probably the shot that was in her future anyways, but still, like here, this is a tough shot on a diamond table with the froze ball, any table really with the froze ball. You got to trust the throw here to come across because you have to have the right speed. You can't just draw it across with a big stroke. You have to throw it in like that for things. Ooh.
Bit too close to the work there. She does hit the ball nice on those shots, though.
Now she's got to fall in a funny window. But I think she's too thin to cut it in and hold over there, so she's got to stay long distance on the 7-10 maybe. Just cut the ball and go back and forth a couple rails and fall on the right side of the, in between the 8 and 9. I think that's all she can do.
I agree.
Oh, she's throwing it in now. What's she gonna? I don't know if she can hold her ball doing that.
Yeah. I would be back and forthing everything.
Yeah, and then play for the combo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I was talking about, though. I didn't think she could hold the speed. Yeah.
That was so difficult to hold.
Yeah, and I think, if you try to really put the proper speed on it, you make the ball very missable like that, too, with the extreme English. So
she can play a nice little snooker here.
Say it again?
Nice little snooker here.
Snooker.
Yeah. Leave to Kelly tough. Oh, there's been couple of racks where Kelly probably shouldn't have been back at the table.
Yeah, it's got to be a good feeling to get this kick shot if I'm Kelly. I'll just go one rail right at it. I don't see much of an escape with the 10 and the 9 being there. So I'll just take my chances going one rail with some good speed.
Mm-hmm. She obviously heard you.
Hmm.
This is kind of one of those in-betweeners too.
I was just about to say that it's just so funny because you need to avoid the 9-10 coming back down. And if you roll it, it becomes very missable.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is definitely a tweener, but this is what she's excelled in, meaning never overhitting it coming 2 rails. Oh, that's
Oh,
okie
see,
dokie.
that was the danger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you're roly-poly in the ball.
The tables are playing real dry, very dry out here. So a lot of normal climates, I don't think that ball would have went on these diamonds because they're not big pockets. They're just playing very slidey.
Yeah,
so.
It's true. This environment's making them look bigger than they are.
Right. And it makes it a few things. You can draw the ball a little easier. Not a ton, but a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So. And what it does for these great players with their fundamentals the way they are, it makes the pocket even bigger when they're sliding in like that. So now Efren Reyes, I believe, is trailing 6-5.
Going to break.
Excuse me, 7-4. Efren must not have got out last game.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so now he's trailing 7-4. Guy Young to break at 5 games apiece. Pretty square.
Yeah, she's really got that break down, hasn't she?
Ooh, the double kiss right into the corner. Really, the 3-6 is a little off angle, but not too much of a problem. So I don't see a whole lot of problems here. When she shoots the 3-6, she's going to have to make a decision because of the 9 being there if she wants to ease it, or depending on where she gets, maybe have to come around the 9 to the center of the table. But should be okay. Now she's gotten a little bit off, where I think she's going to have to go forward and double kiss the 3.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Can she cut the 3 on the 6?
I think a little bit. I think she'll be all right. I think she's okay. Look at you.
I think that was her best play. I would have done a little softer than that, but I think that was her best option to make sure she didn't get in a situation. So.
Right. Maybe I should come to you for some coaching.
Yeah, right.
There's little bits and bobs, little shots here and there that I could do with some advice. That was a nice shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, perfect speed.
Yeah. And
really, it hasn't been anything as far as missing when it's come to Kelly this match. That should be okay, though.
Well, she just gets funny on balls, but she just pots her way out of trouble. You know, she doesn't ever give up. She's a very confident player. Hard to beat somebody who's so confident, you know.
She doesn't feel like a mistake's ever coming, it seems like, probably, as far as missing.
She just trusts herself.
Right.
Complete trust.
And here she should go ahead and work playing off the 8. Don't try and get too perfect on the 8. You're going to go into the 10, just be aware of you're going into it, and you're just going to come down table off of it. Now she may be able to, she tries to force a little bit. I hope she doesn't go towards that side. Okay, she got by the 10. Nice shot. Yeah.
Good speed, good weight.
Yeah, she really got a lot of follow on the ball and got that through the 8 ball nicely. Well, I remember when I first heard about Kelly that she was out playing a lot of guys in some challenge matches back in the day. So, and then I got to see her playing some events.
Yeah, she's got a lot of experience. And of course, we've come from that snooker background too, so there's a lot of accuracy in the shot making.
Right.
But she's got that nice touch for a pool table too, that short stroke that Guy Young's displaying too on some of her shots. You know, when it gets to touchy situations on these tables, I tend to overhit a little bit on some shots. Whereas they've got that, you know, just shorten it up a little bit.
Right.
I've kind of got that longer, slower stroke.
Well, just the backswing is all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Better slow than fast.
Oh, that's true.
But did you have to adjust to certain shots when starting to play pool as far as not just moving the ball differently? I know that came about for sure, using extreme Englishes and stuff like that. But what I meant as far as were there shots you struggled with potting balls because of different types of strokes now playing pool or Englishes playing pool? Did you ever seem to struggle with that at all when you first?
I think you do. Definitely, because there's a little bit of different reactions you get with pool balls and snooker, because the snooker balls are smaller and lighter. These carry more weight. So definitely with throws and things like that, you have to take into consideration. So yeah, they're just the little things, like if you're doing a spot, you when you first come over, you're hitting it thick and you're like, why am I doing that? It's because of that throw. So you just have to adjust a little bit. But I love the game because of the creativity of it. You know, like the cheating of the pocket and stuff. In the beginning, I was like, that's disgusting, that you can miss a ball and slide it, you know, because of the accuracy of snooker. But the longer you play it, the more you realise it's a skill to it that
absolutely
creates angles.
Yeah, and you, and I'm sure you've played on some tight pool tables before.
Course,
that there isn't much of that slide factor, and you got to hit the pocket. But it becomes really fun when you see the great players like yourself or any of these players play on the tight pockets. When they get in stroke, it's a real fun thing to watch.
The focus becomes different, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed. When it gets tighter, you tend to look a little harder.
Yeah, and I think the trust, though, once you get used to it, like, you know, like if you haven't played on it in a while, and it might take you an hour or 2 hours, or even maybe even a hair longer than that, but then you start realizing it's not that big of a deal.
No,
but it's much more fun to play on. So this is going to leak out.
Yeah, definitely didn't want that.
Yeah, she was trying to get the cue, so she was a little upset about one thing, the one ball being there, but her cue ball was a little short of ideal.
Well, Kelly's also keeping her under pressure. She's punishing the mistakes.
Yeah, when you feel like you have to bury the ball and you lose focus a little bit. Okay, big shot here. That's what I was worried about right there, because she wanted to force it by the 4 without the collision.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to control.
And then hold it as well. So. Level out and cut this in.
Yeah.
I like her shooting at this. And she could play it back down table and try and bury her behind the 10, I guess. It's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of traffic. I guess you could get snookered on the 3, cutting the 2 in, but I just really like her trying to on it right here.
She is. She's playing it. If it's a 50-50, you've got to go for it, isn't it?
Well, like all the great players, I've always said it. I'd hate to bet against her on this shot. I know that. Well, I did it again. I would have lost my money, though, I'm saying.
You're like the cooler.
Yeah, right? The cooler, yeah. Like the movie?
Yeah,
The cooler.
the cooler.
Yeah.
What's she going to do now? Is she going to put her behind the 10, or is she going to come off the side of the 2? She's in a sort of a no man's land there.
A little bit, because she's got to dodge some traffic to run the cue ball. The case, if that's what she wants to do. And can she hit? Well, this is touchy. Very touchy. I think she could cut the 2 by the 10 to the back rail and run the cue ball, but like in between the 7-4 off the left side, if you're looking at your screen, off the left side of the 2. Run the cue ball to the end rail and then back up towards that 8-5, but
yeah,
I think she could do that. I'm pretty sure.
I think she could too. That was the first shot I kind of saw.
Yeah. Now, the 2 could get away from you a little bit, but you got to play the cue ball.
What's she going for it? Is she all in?
I think she's scratching. That's what I think. Right by the 10. Oh, she's rolling it. Oh, she's going the other way. Okay. Nice shot. Nice shot. I mean, containing shot anyways, you know? I think she thought the 2 would catch the 4, yeah.
I was going to say, that would have been nice.
Now, do you play the 2 into the 4?
That's just what I was thinking. It looks like, I think that's a nice choice of shot. And put her back where she is now.
Yeah, the 7's a big ball coming from that area, and you can hit the 4 nice ways, so
Yeah,
a lot of the ways that are going to keep the 2 from not getting away from you. Yeah, it's real natural, right?
Yeah, I think that's really,
natural.
yeah.
She may even get, I don't think she's going to try and go that far, but she may even get a little jelly and get her right up underneath that 8.
That would be a massive jelly.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot from where she was.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like just back and forth on the same shot now, aren't they?
This is a little different, though, because
Well,
now the 2's going to start getting closer to the pocket.
yeah, that's the fun part now, isn't it?
Right.
This is the fun part. This is where it all goes off. Either side of the 2, right? Because you could go up the other side of the 7 and...
I actually kind of like the left side.
Yeah, you
a
see
little bit, maybe.
5.
As long
5
as I'm
nine.
not, the 4 doesn't scare me much, which I don't think it does.
Got spin on it.
Yeah, and the 2 may get a little further away from the pocket this way, meaning you come out in the center of the table or maybe even just above the 10 a little bit. Oh, she's going down table. Wow, what a touch.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was
wow.
tough to hold, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was difficult.
Oh?
Yeah, not bad, but she's going to be behind the 8 now. Locked up behind the 8 is dead natural. Just cut the 2 to the rail and put it behind the 3, and you just fall right behind the 8 ball. Now, she could go the other way, but that's not near as effective. Well, never mind.
I thought she would go that way.
Well, she might have sold out the 8.
Well,
she gave up a piece of the 2. But I'm a one-pocket player, so it was very, very easy to come off the 2 and bury behind the 8.
that's exactly right. You see, that's where we sort of play differently if you don't play all the games. That was more natural for Kelly to do what she did.
Right. And with all that traffic there, she did great. I don't think the 8 is even makeable unless she just ever so slightly rubs the 2 going in. I mean, she's got to catch it super thin, yeah. With a lot of throw, too. I'd have to bet against her on this shot. You?
Just playing up and down. No?
Yes.
Oh, no.
He tried to make the 8, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with you there. That was
Somewhat like that
There's a-
5 ball
yeah, I was going
earlier.
to say a couple of shots where she's not quite seen it right.
And don't worry, your nerve way as well. And well, our host, or one of our hosts here for the Asian Culture Day event at the Orleans, Efren Reyes, has just been knocked out of the tournament. But big round of applause. He really played well this week. He would be hard on himself, but he really played some fine pool.
Yeah, he's beaten some great
yeah.
players,
Oh, yeah.
hot shots, young hot shots coming at him, and
Absolutely.
I think it's really admirable. How old is Efren now?
I think he's almost 64. 63.
63 years old.
He's close to 64.
It's close to 70, really.
I can't say much. I'm pushing 50. So I don't want to talk about it. Oh, nice stroke there.
They're the shots that Kelly really excels in, those, the spin shot, the stun spin shots. Probably her favourite shots.
Or are you much on timeouts? Because I'm kind of like, I think there's always a time to pick a time at every match to pick a timeout.
I don't really like sportsmanship of timeouts, but I agree with you that I'd rather not take a timeout if I could help it. But definitely there's times, if you're down and somebody's on a roll, you want to go and take your time out. If somebody's really buzzing and you want to just not be at the table for a little bit.
Right. Well, you have to do it on your turn, but I mean, even like Guy Young, it's about to be her break. She's now about to be trailing 7-5 most likely. She's made a few errors, not only physically but mentally, in my opinion.
It's like a reboot.
Yeah. Do you think maybe this would be if I'm her, my time to probably
definitely. I think that would be a good choice. But
call
it
for a timeout.
Depends how you feel. Mentally, how you're feeling.
Yeah, and I think she just asked.
You are right.
She just told Kelly she's going to take a timeout. So these ladies, I think. Looks like it, yes.
It's
and we will too.
Good call.
We'll be right back.
Should we go and have a nice cup of tea?
Yeah, right? Maybe. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, off the player timeout. I'm Jeremy Jones, Action TV. We're at the Asian Culture Day Pro Women's event. We're in the hot seat match between Guy Young Kim and Kelly Fisher. I'm joined by Hall of Famer Allison Fisher.
Good evening, Jeremy.
Yeah, pretty incredible match so far.
Yeah, it's been very interesting, isn't it? Because Guy Young started off like a train and made a few errors, and Kelly's clawed her way back in. And then Guy Young took a good time out. She's breaking really well. Look at that.
Yeah, that's like perfect. I mean, the one could have been in a better place, but she couldn't have hit him any better, I don't think.
No,
so
that was a great break.
Really just one a tester. We'll see if that timeout's helped her. She's had a couple misses here.
Yeah.
Starting off, like Allison said, I think she broke and ran her first three, I think.
Yeah, it was a good half.
Like
yeah, the first half was really good. And then she just kind of got the wrong side of some of the balls, and we know how that turns a match around.
Yeah. Allison talked about earlier in the match how fast these tables are. It doesn't take much to get away from you. So I think a big shot, obviously, for Guy Young Kim and her confidence if she gets more chances to win after this. Great shot.
Well, here's a situation where you can't miss now, right? 7-5, if Kelly gets on the hill, that's pretty much it as far as alternating break.
Yeah, you would think so, and you'd commented that Kelly's break can slow her down sometimes. Young has had some opportunities. There's been, I think, 3 dry breaks from Kelly. So, but really, Kelly overall in the match really hasn't hardly done much wrong at all. It's just been a few slow dry breaks and then one missed kick shot, but I don't think she's missed the ball she shot at. Not that I can recall.
No, I think you're right. She hasn't.
Open shot, she's been pretty much money. Now she really needs to just come just about the table, a little to the right of it, falling in between, like near where the 6 is. That'll have a nice play to get on the 5. Actually, she could fall close and shoot the 5 from distance also with the 6 hanging. So you don't have to play with a great angle here, but
That was nicely done, wasn't it?
I think so.
A little bit of a cut, but just put a little bit of high left on that. And
The reach, so
yeah, it's a little bit out of it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the bridge.
I know a lot of players don't like the bridge, but she might have an extension piece in a case. She likes these long reachy shots because she's used to playing actually with quite a long bridge hand.
Yeah, a lot of the players these days play with a lot longer bridge than you would think, anyways. The game's changed a little bit as far as that, fundamentally. Great shot. With applying all that English.
That was a nice choice, actually, that shot.
Yeah, and it's not easy with that extra weight on there, and that you're throwing the ball a lot more. You have to really be used to it when you're applying that much English. It's not as natural as you think. It's a lot there's a hair more deflection on the cue ball is what I mean. So
definitely. I like the way she played that because, you could play down in between that gap between the 8 and 10 too. That was a nice, confident way to play it.
Yeah. And commented how much she's not afraid to stroke the ball,
She's played some beautiful shots,
yeah.
hasn't she? I mean, 4 rail shots. Oh, I didn't like that.
No, I don't.
It was a bit dinky, wasn't it? Yeah.
Necessary at all. You could really draw the cue ball on the 6 from anywhere. I thought she would punch over, or even run off the 6 from anywhere she could. You know what I mean? Like chip the 6.
Anywhere on that side of the table.
Yeah.
And play into the side and just let the cue ball run down the table. That was dangerous.
And really, unnecessary, but
She got away with it.
oh, perfect there.
Yeah, because they're touchy shots to play, soft draw shots, aren't they?
Oh yeah, sometimes they just go. It's like you drew your ball better than you ever have in your life with a light stroke, and it goes far. It just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then you're left with a tough cut. But this is nice.
Yeah, I like that she paid attention coming across here. She doesn't want to fall flat on this 9 ball when the pressure's on. You want to have that angle. The main thing is stay off the rail with the cue ball.
That was
nice
nicely.
shot. Yeah, very well thought out too. So really starting with a really tough 1 ball this rack. And when the pressure's on here, just like Allison had talked about, can't afford to miss anymore.
Well, one thing I know about her, she's a great fighter. They both are.
And just a simple 10 from cutting this deficit to 1 and trailing 7-6. But kinda in Kelly's hands now. Game lead and the break.
See what break she's got. It's all about this now, isn't it?
That's all I can do to keep my mouth shut. It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Mary, have you got something to say? Mary Keniston in the background here. She's trying to grab the mic off of me. We're fighting for it right now.
Mum pool here.
Yeah, she's dying.
That's killing her, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had a nice little chit chat, didn't we, the other day?
Sneak in here and pearls are dripping from your lips. 2 champions here. My good friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mary's too nice.
Great match.
Yeah, this is a great match. So let's see what Kelly's got for a break now. See if she can pop that cue ball back.
I like that she didn't try to overdo him. Now it's going to end up selling out, but
She didn't make a ball.
she hit him pretty square though. You can tell by the direction of the 1 ball that she hit him pretty square. Now not as much velocity as say her opponent right here, but okay, she's just got to come out 1 rail real simple in between the 4 and 5 and take on the corner.
Yeah.
When you're a great player or when you're any player, the big thing here is get the run started. Get to that simple position on the 2 ball and then just go to doing your thing, make them balls. She could come back across in between the 4-5 for the 2 on the side. Now that's doable as well, but I'd still probably play for the corner. Yeah, nice shot. And now just a real natural angle to come across on top of the 6 to the side rail.
Yeah.
And things will open up from there.
Nice shot. Out of the pocket.
She's got a little bit of an angle. She going into the 7-9 or is she close enough to pinch draw the cue ball back up?
I feel like she can pinch it, but that's more of a preference, isn't it, than anything? She's got either stroke. I mean,
even if she side and go to the rail and just kill in between the 6 and the 7, that's fine. She's got the entire right side of the table to come for the 5 if need be.
well, what do you know? What do you know?
Now how do I move?
Here she is.
How do I move?
Look at her. Mary Keniston.
I think we do, right?
Do we? Do we have
Can you
Mary?
hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you now. You did it.
I can't hear you those guys though.
I'm not sure if
Do you need to hear us?
I don't want to hear you.
I'm joking. Can you hear us, Smith?
Yep, you just popped in.
Okay, I think we're there. We're there?
You're here.
Okay,
We have the pleasure of your company.
that's right.
I am thrilled.
Ray was holding out with a third headset,
Yeah,
huh?
with that third headset. I really had to see if I could keep my mouth shut before he let me have it.
This match.
I'm loving it. This is pool heaven for me.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
Oh boy, it's.
Pretty sweet coming right to your hometown like this, huh?
I'll tell you what's really sweet though is I'm one of the pioneers of the women's game, of women's pool in the world, and to see the women's level
Yeah, it's great,
is just
isn't it?
so gratifying.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to be able to see it and do a little commentating on it.
Yeah, it's,
You know,
it's
just,
wonderful. We're still here.
Yes. Yes.
It's come a long way, that's for sure, globally.
Yes. Yes. Somebody else before, and I said, I used to hear all the time, oh, girls are never going to be able to play pool, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'd like to see 99 and 9/10 of the world population wouldn't want to get up there against Chen Saming or Guyun Kim
True.
or Kelly or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
or, I think it's
No, the women, I think the top level, there's just so many more of them now,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Right?
That's what it's
So,
all about, is
Yeah,
the numbers, isn't
numbers,
it? The
yeah.
numbers.
yeah. But it's also to another level, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
like back in the day, we played pretty good. And, but like I said, we were all learning.
so. Right.
We were all learning.
Well, like anything, the more numbers that are good at it, the better it's going to get, the depth of it.
And I remember a long time ago, Buddy Hall said to me, he said, when you start playing pretty good, the men will And the men are paying attention
Yes.
today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jumpy, a little quick there. A big miscue at the wrong time, and really fortunate to get the ball down. Really, normally after a miscue, it landed right on top of the 8 a little bit and just kind of came back.
Ouch. That's got hurt, right? We were just looking at it, like automatically going to 7-7.
Well,
There's
yeah,
no
8-8.
hanger now. It's no hanger.
No, she's got to play this in the lower right, if you ask me, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, she looked initially at the lower left, the cut shot there.
She's calming herself down
Yeah.
right now.
She's
got to
furious.
Yeah.
She's got to be furious and sick.
She's good at this though. She normally looks away. If it's a close shot, she normally looks up to get a different.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she'll look away and then come back into the shot. Some overlook at something.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's probably, she's missed a couple balls, but the thing that would, during this match has gotten me is a couple decisions she made at shot like that 5 off the 6 or the carom she tried on the 2-8, which she was in a bad spot on that carom shot. But if it doesn't go, you can't really play it, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So it's been a couple mental things that's gotten, that I would be a little more alarmed about.
I think the big swing in this game for Guyun Kim is when she came off the rail real quick and
And got
landed
on top of the 4.
of that 4 ball. That was the big thing, I think, to change the momentum of the match.
Well, she's still got just one really nice shot.
Oh, what a
Wow.
beautiful shot.
Wow.
She almost killed the ball too much.
That was a nice shot, wasn't it? That's the thing, isn't it? She had a little moment, regroup. And that's what this game's all about, is controlling the emotions at the time, and she's just levelled the match at 7-7. Seems like that timeout was a good idea, Jeremy.
1-2 in a row from there.
Break Kelly's momentum.
Yeah, and I think for her, just for herself, she had to regroup. And she certainly did. She made an incredible shot on the 1 after that opening break, after the timeout. Wasn't easy at all going back and forth, and she had to put a little bit of speed in the cue ball as well. Well, do you now? haven't got to see enough matches, any of the ladies playing 10 ball really, but Kelly, like, does she lose matches behind the break costing her? Like right here, she had a lead and she really hasn't done much wrong besides a couple more dry breaks here. Now she's let the one real easy, you know, so I'm wondering at what point do you like go to the side rail and break them, maybe, meaning you're not going to at least sell out the one right next to the hole, you know what I mean, when you're not making one. That's the problem with that break from the center. You can keep trying to do it like everyone else is doing it, but if you ain't doing it, you're really giving up an easy shot on the one a lot. So,
well, I haven't seen her move to the side rail this tournament, so I'm not sure.
You know, I was just asking Allison what she thought, because I just watching Kelly, I haven't seen her play a lot lately, but it seems like she's playing great, but her break and her kicking is a little weak.
Those are the areas of her game.
Yeah, I think if she worked on them.
But we don't. It's rare we have a 10 tournament too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
There's not loads of 10 ball tournaments.
Really?
You know, it's mostly 9 ball for women.
Is it?
Yeah. So I mean, if you're not.
Yeah, because her breaking 9 ball is real good.
Yeah, it's effective and.
Yeah.
It's this is all timing,
she's
isn't it?
trying to go behind the gate.
She's popping it sometimes and not others.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to go behind the 8, but the one's got to really go.
Well, she's played
both.
Yeah, she's played both, but because it was too speedy for the 8.
Nice shot.
It was a good choice.
Pretty clever.
She rarely makes poor choices. I mean, you barely see that with guys.
Not sure what Kelly can play here. She can come across her left side of the one or our right if you're looking at the monitor, but she's going to try and, you know, the way the pockets are playing, but you have to hit it so incredibly well from that distance. I think the one may slide in.
Is she trying to play it off the 6?
She is trying to play it off the 6.
I don't think so. I think she's just trying to play it clean.
She's called it, I think. She called it.
I think if you hit the 6 here, you only make the one about from that angle from
a lot tougher.
Yeah, 1 out of 50 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to hit it very cleanly. Now, if she rolls it, it makes it 1 out of 30. If you catch the 6, you make it. I think she's just trying to bury it right by it.
She caught it going on.
Yeah.
Did she get away with it?
Somewhat.
Well, she's going to be snookered, I think. If she can't make this ball, she's going to be buried again, isn't she?
Yeah.
And if it's sitting real nice, you can come up and open the 3-6 up
at
as
the same
well.
Time,
yeah.
Right.
A lot of times, some 9-ball players won't realize, like this one, if it's sitting near that point, like you feel like you can jam it out of there to where it'll still, like playing one pocket, like a one pocket shot, kind of like you feel like, oh, I'm gonna catch that point, it's gonna catch the other point, and now disaster, but you can get it out of there, especially on a diamond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gold crown's a lot tougher because the pockets are shaped differently.
I would like to go 6 here, though. That's
going
to be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she left her a shot.
She did.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, you would think she would
really
have,
loose. For
she would have drawn into the 3.
Yeah, I thought, or come off the end rail and bump into the 3.
That's what I was thinking. Because you'll notice with the cue ball going that far, she had enough room to cut. So there with the 2 balls the way they were, she should have definitely hit high ball and gone into the rail and planted right into the back of the 3 and the 6.
Yeah, use the 3 to stop her.
Yeah, because you don't have to hit it hard. You just need the 3 and 6 to open up 2 or 3 inches. So yeah, 1 to get down middle of the table or so, but.
But even though Kelly can make this ball, you know, what good is it going to be? It's hard to get on the 3 to do anything.
But this is all you can do. What she's looking at right here is bury this 1, come out,
just thin 3.
And thin the 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the 3-6 is wired up in that corner where the 1's at.
That's what I was going to ask you, because you've got a good view of it.
You have to hit it perfect, meaning if you throw it either way, like on a kick shot, you're not going to make it.
Right.
So
it's far from the
you
pocket.
would rather it be a hair off, and you could play the throw. And she's going to let her stroke out here though, because she wants to get over to the left side of this. Great shot.
Oh God!
Wow,
how
what a
did
great
she hit
shot.
that? Really nice.
Yeah.
And now this little edging is very easy, especially with the 410.
Gonna get her extension.
And here's where you just come to the side rail, right, Alan? Come all the way to the in rail. You just come 2 rails and up into this area, I think. Is that right?
Well, that would be a good choice. Yeah.
That way you have a big blocker on the 4 and 10.
Yeah, definitely.
If you come all the way to the end rail,
focus on keeping that 3 in the right place.
Right, and then just if you come all the way to the end rail, you may leave her an easy safety. Ooh, that's going to be too thin.
Yeah.
It's not horrible though, but
Yeah, she really feathered that.
yeah, she definitely.
I don't think
didn't.
she was thinking like you there, though.
I think that's what she intended to do.
I think she was playing that, not moving the 3 much, but it was neither here nor there.
Right.
I like your choice of shot, Bella.
Yeah.
Well, she's in a touchy spot here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Well,
easy.
I'm
She just
not-
going to split the balls or not? I don't know.
Me, she's trying to run the cue ball back up table. I don't know.
No, she's just gonna split them like you said, Al.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
it's hard to do though
That
from
was
that
tough.
distance.
Tough.
Yeah.
super tough.
Got to rely on the table too, as well,
Yes.
when you're rolling.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Make sure it's level.
But she was in a tough spot, that's for sure. Meaning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't an easy way out of it.
yeah. And Kelly's such a straight shooter. You know,
She's called
you
it-
try to
She's
edge
calling
the
the back
ball.
cross
so-
side. She's playing it.
It's aggressive.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like about Kelly's game. How
I've
it's
seen
always
her
aggressive.
win big tournaments on that shot.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy,
Great shot.
Shot.
right in the heart.
Great shot.
Yep.
It's a big shot, isn't it?
Sure it
This
was.
stage of the game.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And she figures to be out from here.
I just got to pay attention. Probably trying to gain an angle on the 8, you would figure. So that way she could go a couple rails back and forth to get on the 9. So some people may go up and try and get kind of straight, but if you don't quite there, now you're a little off angle.
Yeah, it's a
so
little tricky, isn't it?
So what would you do? Would you come
I
out of the
pu-
corner,
I-
2 rails?
no, I just come
Or just
straight
straight
up one
one
rail.
rail?
Yeah, and then I can shove the ball easily back
But
and
your
forth.
the weight has to be perfect, doesn't it? It has to be pretty good doing that.
Yeah, and she could try to get heavy, but I would have liked to have gotten more angle. Now she's a little in between,
Yeah, she might have trouble reaching
I
it.
think she was trying to play it
straighter.
just to
Straighter?
hold it, straighter,
Yeah.
hold it.
That wasn't horrible, I don't think, but there's only one straight. You know what I mean? Where
Right.
there's a lot of angles that really work for you. So.
You've got to be within like 1 diamond of
Yeah.
your width to,
Yeah.
if you
So-
know what I mean.
Yeah,
Diamond even.
and here, it's what she feels about it. I think she can. I watched her move the ball pretty easily earlier. She could move it back a couple rails to get a little closer, but she'll probably just take the shot on the 9.
From where she is. Just pop
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Ooh.
like that.
Let it
Yeah.
go forward a little bit, though.
Well, all she has to do is make this. And, well, I know. She needs to do
Well,
is,
yeah,
is,
she's
is
just
a
got to
tough
level.
task.
She's
But
just got to level out however she chooses to make it. Meaning, like
if she makes the ball, she's got great
Yeah,
shape
yeah.
on the 10. So just concentrate
it's a
on pocketing
natural.
the ball. Yeah.
This is the Fulu, though. It's a lot heavier hit than people think. Almost always overcut it. And that's the problem.
Ooh, she drifted down.
Ooh.
It was a nice shot, wasn't it?
Boy. She let it get
They're not
away.
over
She's a
yet.
little amped up, probably. I guess
Yeah.
you might
Yeah.
say.
Even pop it a little more, I think. Well, she cut it or bank it, Ellie. You've seen her play a
close to
million
a-
times.
this
She
is
cut it. Yeah, that's what would be my
This is
choice.
close to a cross corner scratch. She's
Yeah,
going
she's
to have
got
to
to
manipulate
spin
the
it.
cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, got to spin it.
Oh, ooh.
Never a doubt.
Okay.
Nice shot. That was a great shot.
Sure it was.
That certainly wasn't easy.
And that's going to put Kelly Fisher on the hill.
Oh, that was a big out, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little back and forth there with the safeties.
Yeah, we'll get a look at a couple of the shots here. This one ball that she hit beautifully. She knew she had to get to the other side of the table.
Yeah. What a great stroke she put on that one.
Yeah. And then,
Young over hitting that was a great bank shot.
yeah, great bank shot
Great
across
bank
the
shot.
side.
I mean, that's a big shot.
Mm-hmm.
And the 6, 8, 9. That's
Yeah, and then this 10 ball. This 10 ball wasn't easy.
yeah.
She overcut it to the good part of the pocket, that's for sure. So now ahead 8-7. This is the final of the winter side. Whoever wins this is going to have to be beaten twice in the final. Huge match
So it's
here.
true double elimination.
It is.
Oh boy.
That's tough as well, isn't it? 2 races to 9.
Well, I'm hoping it goes to 2 sets.
Be
I
it.
tell you what, I'm Jones all week.
There you
My
go.
poor Jones has been,
Like she's really
Okay.
pumped up about this plate right now. You could see that, couldn't
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
She hasn't been in the finals in a while, has she?
Don't back off. Go ahead and let it go. There you go.
I won.
That's two going to get a little nip.
Oh, God, it's always the last one rolling.
Never.
Oh, man, it's always either it hooks you or it's
Okay,
it just
she's
never-
got a little cover with the 5, so she needs to roll out probably to a 2-rail kick behind the 2, so maybe roll out maybe on the right side of the 8 or something like that, probably.
problem too in the last game with like the 5-7s tied up down there.
That's about all I see, really.
For sure, yeah.
Guy Young will probably shoot the kick shot the way the balls are landing, but at least he's got to make a good kick shot on you.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, though, if she put to a kick.
true. Yeah, true. But this one's a
So
little
you think
more.
about who you're
Yeah,
playing.
of course.
Who you're playing, yeah.
The rollout factor is one of the few places you really, you're going to have a little thought on who you're playing. Otherwise, you don't change your game a whole lot.
Mm.
Now, Efren, maybe. But,
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
that's another animal.
well, Nick Bronner told me, he said, whenever we go to nipping the ball and doing this and doing that, I'd always try to leave Efren a little piece of it. That way he felt like he had to shoot directly at the ball rather than kicking behind it and knocking it up table. So,
And that sounds like what Nick would say
yeah,
too.
he said he only went for that a couple of times. So.
Did she? Yeah, she's rolled out, but has she given her?
Now she's kicked out,
Has
rolled
she
out.
given her a shot?
I
That's
think
close.
I think she did.
Close.
Wow. I'm not
Mm.
sure though. The way Guy Young.
I think she went a little bit too far with the cue ball.
Well, I'm not sure if she can get all of it.
Or not far enough, I felt.
She
Yeah.
wanted to go further, for sure.
Yeah.
So she was going to leave the cut, like the cut.
She's still
safe.
going to kick at it.
Okay, she
No,
may be able to
maybe
shove
she
this
is.
in. She
Yeah.
may be able to shove this ball in.
I don't know.
Not hitting top,
Twisted
though.
in.
Oh, she's playing safe.
Okay.
It's gonna
She
be
might have left her an
close.
edge.
Yeah, she did. Good for her. She could easily be behind the 9 right here. If she left her a lot of it, she may be behind the 3. Oh, great shot.
Well, that is
Wow,
a
big
beauty,
bounce,
isn't it?
big
That was
Just
a great
like-
shot there.
Very
That was
nice.
touchy, wasn't it?
She's going to have to kick in between the 8 and the 5 and bend the cue ball a little bit.
Hold it up with inside, a little inside maybe.
That was a great shot, wasn't it?
Oh, she's going to... I like bending it the other way.
Bend it like Beckham.
Bend it like Beckham? Is that a football
Yeah.
/ soccer reference?
Yeah. There was a movie
David
called
Beckham.
There's a movie called Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh.
Oh, no, I think I know what you're talking about. This is tougher, I think, than kicking over here and straightening the ball
Yeah.
out myself.
Yeah.
And not only that, you don't have another ball in your way. Now the 6 becomes a hair in your way.
But then if you kick like Guy on
Yeah,
Kim,
she hit it great, though.
Oh, look, she's frozen the 2 onto the cue ball. What's she left Kelly with? The thin running. I don't even know if she can get to the
to thin the 2.
thin it and with loads of left spin.
And get up behind the 8-9? I mean, the 7-5
yeah,
and all that?
7-5. Oh no, she's going the other way.
She better watch it here. She may leave her a little easy kick and stick situation. Oh, no, she did real well
She
there.
did great.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she did real well there. With the 4 being in the way, if she doesn't have a piece of this, she's in big trouble.
I don't think she does.
Oh, she's in big trouble if she doesn't. Like losing the tournament, big trouble.
Well, at least the match anyway.
That is
Well,
really,
yeah.
that's really big trouble.
Yeah, that's really big trouble. Is she going to try and bend it from that angle off the rail?
Is she going 2 or 3 rounds?
The 10's in the way. She can get to the back of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. I mean, the 5-7, try and make a good hit, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen that way too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she can get exact. I wouldn't try to cut it too close there. Maybe the middle diamond, I think it'll spin towards the 2.
Right. This would be a nice shot if she hits that. It does alleviate a little bit of pressure with the 5 being tied up.
I saw Kelly play short side on a 5 to a 6 earlier, so with ball in hand here, I like her chances of running out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, remember she did that in the beginning of the match. She played the short side of that ball.
Instead of playing
yeah,
a 6-9 combination, but she can play a ball in hand. She can play an easy 4-9 and lay the 4 up to where she can come across the table pretty easily, falling on the left side of the 5. So
yeah.
I always love to see Gaia in these positions anyway, just to see what she
Just
comes
to see,
up
yeah,
with.
she kicks so well.
I think she's kicking 2 rails naturally at it
Is she
on the
playing
left side of the 10.
Is she playing the 3 or not?
I think she's
now-
playing
Now she's
underneath
playing
it.
3. Okay.
Yeah. She's going to come up behind the 2, I think.
She wants to hit just about the center diamond on the bottom rail. Oh, she did go
she-
straight at it.
Oh, she did.
She kind of, I guess she thought the
She
10
shortened
was
it up a
just
lot. Yeah.
too much in the way, I guess, is what she felt about the 10 ball.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Oh,
Samuel. I think you.
I think it was doable. I think it
do
was,
too.
yeah, especially looking now down the side of the table through the glass here.
Yeah.
Now, Kelly needs not to fool herself here. She should run out. Don't play this 2-10 combination. I think she can run out no problem.
Oh,
No problem. She's got her
I
work.
wouldn't
but-
even consider playing the 210.
Well, the way the 4-9 is, all you have
I
to
know,
do
but
is draw
still.
back for the 3 up, and then you knock the 4-9 in easily. You lay on the bottom rail, and then it's very easy
Wow,
to chip
she's
the
going to
4
shoot
in.
the 10
Wow.
ball.
Oh, Guy Young's going to be holding her breath right now.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
think?
think?
She's still got to be happy while she's holding her breath,
Oh yeah, but
right?
we'll see.
I mean,
Yeah, but do
Well,
you know,
no, I wouldn't want
do
to
you
be shooting
remember
this. I
years-
hate combinations.
There's a funny thing. Years ago, I was playing in the ESPN Ultimate Challenge, and I played Robin, right?
Uh-huh.
And it went hill, and I was so ignorant back then. that,
Rather
I
played
thought,
one
I
of
can
her
make
Houdini-
anything, you know. And I did a shot. I put ball in hand behind the 1, length of the table, and a half ball cut on the 9, and I made it. But it was a ridiculous shot.
I think I remember the shot, to be honest with you.
Nobody would play that.
Right. Look at this. Oh, boy, she almost made
Nobody
it.
would play it in their right mind, what I did.
Well, now she might get on her. I doubt it, but I'm really
Now I
surprised
would
she
never
didn't look at
play it.
running
I-
out there.
Now that I've played pool a lot,
I'll tell you what, you got to put a gun to my head to make me shoot a combination, you know, like that.
Well,
Yeah.
You know.
I think.
Yeah, but you know what? If you got to do it, you got to do it.
Well, I understand, but
She's going
I would have
after
tried to
it,
run
Oh,
out.
she's calling it.
Yeah, and she doesn't
Yeah.
even have to draw this. She can just hit this with a natural high
Natural
ball.
ball.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and make it deflect off the 2.
right,
and
cue
sit
ball will
nice.
come down here, back where it is.
Well, I think to get the right deflection making it, I think she's got to not worry about the 2 ball too much.
She cutting the way she was looking at it though.
I think she's cutting the 2.
She called the 10.
Okay, yeah, but I
Yeah,
know
but she's
that-
cutting the 2 into the 10, not
No,
the billiard.
no, she'll play the billiard like that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, she got
But
under
she
it.
had to
Ooh,
hit it.
She was, lucky she
trying
didn't
to
scratch.
she was trying to contain the 2.
Yeah.
That's why she went low of the 10. If she would have went ahead and let her
Yeah.
let it
Meanwhile-
go, you know,
meanwhile, look at the combination. She left
Another
belly
one.
on the 210.
she'll make this one though.
Might as well go for
Might
this
as well
one
go
then.
for this one too,
I'd
right?
like to see her run out again. I think she could cut the 2 in the side and fall below the 3.
Oh, you're insane.
What?
She's playing safe. She's
Yeah,
rolling.
I don't mind this at all. But
Well, that's a good choice. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
that's better.
She's blocked the side rail too. Yeah.
no, she can get by the 10 for sure. Or the other side rail, yeah,
Yeah, I
but she
meant
can get
the-
by the 10 for sure.
Yeah. And 9 being there, it's not.
No, Kelly could have done a little bit better there if she'd have just squeezed her up on that
Yeah,
6 ball a
pushed
little
her
more.
up on the 6. Yeah, pushed her up tight.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Guy Young's much more than a 2-1 underdog to make the 9 here, probably. Maybe a little bit more. But she could hit it natural. She could hit the 2 into the rail. She could hit the 2 into the 4. She could come across a 2 with the cue ball. Now, of course, she'll probably whiff it since I opened my mouth. But
Yeah. Every time you say something.
not every
Every time.
They wouldn't have me in the booth if it was every time.
No, it's not every time. It's minimal.
It's just been every time this match.
This match, yeah.
Wow, and
she didn't even
she
hit.
Oh my gosh, she was way off on that one.
Yeah, that's
so unusual for
yeah,
her.
That's 2 kicks in a row she's missed by a diamond.
Yeah,
Which
well,
is-
that one there though.
I'm a bit shocked at that.
So
because that was
am
a big,
I.
massive ball. Wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, and the high side too. You always want to come into the rail, the low side.
Definitely.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
I-
5-7 still tied
Well,
up.
I think if she just works it out, she can do it. All she
Meanwhile,
needs to
back
do,
at the rung.
yeah, she needs to just fall on the side rail over here somehow off from the 3 to the 4, and then natural coming a couple rails.
It's funny, isn't it? She didn't think twice about it before. You know, about that shot, getting to the 6, and now
Right.
she's like,
Yeah, I can do a little bit, actually, a little bit. I'd like to be over on that rail myself, this left side rail.
Mhm, Yep.
How can I do that? I can shoot
Yeah,
the
yeah,
2
yeah.
and get in the center of the table, shoot the 3, and then fall over
like
here.
natural.
Yeah,
Right.
very natural that way. Now you can come across, and that's okay as well. What she's going to do is play the 4 with top inside English, I believe, and come
Go
3 rails.
To the bottom rail. Yeah.
Yeah, but any flinch from there, and you don't get there. Whereas if you fall on the other
certainly
side
don't
rail,
want to snooker yourself.
yeah,
I love the way you say snooker.
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 It's new. Yeah, it's not
Snooker.
yeah.
Snooker.
okay. Now this is the angle I'm not in love with, but Kelly moves the ball well. So
You know, it's a lot easier if the 4 ball is closer to the rail. isn't
Right.
it? That
Yeah,
shot.
if she's got
Right.
if the angle sharp.
yeah, she's got to power this one a little
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
But on these tables, it's more doable.
for sure.
She hit it good.
It came
Yeah, but it
short.
comes
She'll
in
need a little
short.
kiss.
You know, it comes in. That's the thing with diamonds. But she's got a shot.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
got a shot. You know what? She don't care as long as
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yep.
I'm sure she's like all y'all. She's got a nose for the finish line.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'd rather have a tough shot than
Oh,
a,
she
than
may
a,
be
than a,
coming.
than a safety.
She may become 2 rails into these balls.
Oh, she
yeah,
made
that's
it.
what I
Oh,
was
she's
going to. I
really
liked her
nice.
choice. I
What a
liked her
shot.
choice there, not trying to make the 5 any
Right.
more difficult. Just
Right.
take the natural pattern.
Yep.
that was a nice shot, wasn't it?
And
To
she
make
got
the
it, and she
5.
got a good result.
And don't overdo it here. Just spin your cue ball out and take the distance on
I
the
was
7.
going to say, you
just
don't want to
anywhere.
flirt with that side pocket. do
Yeah,
you?
or the 10 ball or anything. You just
Mm-hmm.
kind of how you say in England, flick it in. You flick it
Flick
in.
it
Flick
in.
it in with a little English.
Flick it in. Twirl
Now
it
it looks
in.
like she's
twirl it
going
in.
back and
Now
forth.
she is.
Okay, now she's got to worry
Okay.
about speed.
She's all right. She's going to be straight in.
Okay.
Straight in to the good side.
Oh, it was dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really.
Well,
No.
maybe the angle was too
A bit
too
thinner.
thinner
what
than
it is
to twirl.
she doesn't
yeah.
get as far outside on the cue ball. Like
As
right
we
there,
do,
you,
yeah.
exactly. You get a little further outside or a little more comfortable getting further outside.
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Okay, little jumpy.
Oh, she got straight in, I think.
She did. But
Through there, wasn't it?
I don't know if she can
But
do
not
it or
wanted.
not. It's close. Yeah, she's got that.
Just powered up 2 rails.
Yeah. Just get it going. It should roll out pretty good for
Yeah,
you.
here you go.
Oh, it was perfect, wasn't
Great
it?
shot.
What a great
Yeah,
shot.
what are we
Great
talking
shot.
about? Yeah.
That well, though. It was
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, when the pressure's on, that's the type of shot that's missed.
What a great match. She's got to be really just
Oh,
thrilled.
delighted with that.
Yeah.
Well, 110 in the corner to take the winner side. Ooh,
Oh, boy.
a little heavy. Gave it a little second look.
Nice match.
Yeah.
Both players played great there. It was a
They
great
sure
match
did.
to watch.
They
Yeah,
sure
and I
did,
wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if we see this as our final. We'll find that out later on in the event. But I'm Jeremy Jones with Pool Action TV. I was joined by Allison Fisher and Mary Kinnison.
And a
real
late jump in at the end.
No, yeah, there you go. A real
Better late than never.
treat, ladies. And
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, we'll do some more soon. And
Thank
good,
you.
good luck in Vegas.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
You
and
too.
stay tuned.